Here we're being asked to, again, differentiate, which that's just math talk for saying find the derivative of this given equation. And then they always throw this language in with respect to x. That's just telling us what variable we're looking at. So what we're trying to find the derivative of is f of x equals log base 7 of 3x squared minus 8x plus 5. Remember, that's of something. So that 3x squared minus 8x plus 5 is inside our log right there. Whenever we need to take the derivative of a logarithm, this is just what I refer to as a special case derivative. It's one of those derivatives that you just have to have memorized. If you don't have it memorized, you're never going to guess it. So add this to the list of things you need to memorize. So f of x equals, and in this scenario, you will call it log base b, so we've got some b here, of x. The derivative of that is going to be 1 over the natural log of b, whatever that base is right there, and then times 1 over our x, similar to a natural log derivative. Like every special case you run into in this where you just have to have it memorized, as soon as it changes from being anything more than just an x inside there, so negative x, 3x, as soon as it's more than just an x, you're going to be looking at a chain rule problem. So the majority of special case derivatives that you end up running into are going to run into a chain rule because very rarely are they going to give you just that basic x inside there. So going back to our specific problem, if we look over here, we definitely have something way more than an x on the inside of our log function. And so that tells us that as soon as that's anything more than just an x, we need to follow the chain rule. So my chain rule is saying my chain rule recipe goes d in times d out, the derivative of the inside piece times the derivative of the outside piece. When you look at our problem, whatever gets plugged in place of that basic x in your rule there, that's your inside piece. So for us, the inside piece is that 3x squared minus 8x plus 5. Coming to find the derivative of just that chunk right now, looking at just that one piece, we say, how do I take the derivative of that? Well, that's just a bunch of stuff being added and subtracted. So whenever things are being added and subtracted, we know we need to apply the power rule. All things flow through the power rule. The power rule saying that I use goes bring the power down and then subtract 1 from the power. So as we look at this problem here, applying the power rule, we bring the 2 down. 2 times 3 gets us 6x. Subtracting 1 from the power gets us x to the first. Then we got an unwritten 1 on this x. We bring that 1 down. 1 times negative 8 gets us negative 8. And then we end up with x to the 0. And as we know, anything to the 0 power, even x, is always 1. So negative 8 times 1 gets us negative 8. So we're done with that piece. And then the derivative of 5, the derivative of a constant, is always 0. So there's our d in, and now we go and look at the outside piece. The outside piece is always going to be the piece that follows your special case, that actually follows the rule. So when we look at the out right now, we're looking at log base 7, and inside there, this stuff just comes along for the ride. You already took the derivative of it before, but it still has to be there, but it's just kind of coming along for the ride as we go through this process. Finding the derivative of the out, the d out, we follow our special case. So we want 1 over the natural log of the b value, so of our base of our log. So in this scenario, we're looking at 7. This would be 1 over the natural log of 7 times, and then this is 1 over whatever was on the inside there. So for us, this would be 1 over 3x squared minus 8x plus 5. We're done at this point. We just need to collect our pieces and we're finished with this problem. So we have now all of what I call the ingredients for following our chain rule recipe. So to get our derivative, we just plug the pieces in as the rule asks for. So the rule says, first go grab the d in. So we go grab the derivative of the insides, 6x minus 8. Then you're going to multiply that by the derivative of the outside, which is all that stuff right there. So 1 over the natural log of 7, and then times 1 over 3x squared minus 8x plus 5. And that's it. You're done at that point. You have given them the derivative. That is the derivative of your starting equation. No need to try to simplify it. Get up, walk away. Thanks for watching my video. If you liked it, please click that like button and subscribe. And also share it with your friends and anyone else you know who might be crying about an upcoming AP Calc test. You can find more videos from me, more sample AP Calc questions, and my complete AP Calc study guide over at my website, apcalcprep.com. Have a great one.